Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another apartment renovation. Today I am renovating 17 Culpepper House, which is in the Spice District of San Myshuno. This is a fairly small-ish, medium-ish size apartment when you first move into it. If you don't place a custom apartment, it is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and it's got a ton of windows, which makes floor planning in here incredibly difficult. I've done a couple of different floor plans in here. I like to mess around with it and see what I can come up with because of the odd placement of windows. But today, this is going to be sort of a studio apartment, and by that I mean there's no closed off bedroom. It's partially closed off, there's a wall, but then there's like an opening in the wall with a platform up to it, and I'm using a lot of platforms in this build, so it's going to be not so fun to download. I will make sure I have it available to download on the Sims 4 gallery if you guys are interested, though. It's just the platforms are going to be missing because there isn't a good way to upload this to the gallery, unfortunately. But if you would like to download it, it will be available up there on the gallery under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and that information is in the description down below as well. So, at first, building this, I was just like, I want to build here. I want to play around. I don't really have a strong concept. I just want to experiment and see what happens. And I was like, you know what? I want to use this base game rug. It's like a magic carpet, and I've always really liked it, but I have trouble finding a use for it. So I wanted to be inspired by that rug and see what happened. And I built this over on stream. I stream like 4-ish days a week over on twitch.tv/MissGryphi if you'd like to join us. And well, somebody said, hey, what if this is for somebody who's really into movies or film or TV, like some sort of movie or film enthusiast? And the reason they have that rug is it's actually from Aladdin. And I was like, yes, let's do that. So this ends up being for a movie enthusiast or film enthusiast. I don't know what I'm titling this video yet. Probably movie enthusiast. We'll see. You guys will know. I don't know right now when I'm recording this, but you guys will know because you'll be able to see it. But that was the inspiration. Right now, we're not getting to that yet, but you'll see this evolve and have so much clutter. So many decorations and collectibles and posters and replicas, and Journey to Batuu really came in handy here. Obviously, I'm using the tile in the kitchen space, but I'm also going to have a lot of Star Wars collectibles because it worked perfectly for the theme of this. And right now I'm experimenting with the fireplace. I don't really know what I was doing here. I liked the idea of having this in the corner on an angle, so I'm playing around with platforms, and I raised it up on this table, but then I just ended up putting it on another platform. You'll see here we are doing that now. It's interesting to see how your brain comes up with ideas for things, and you're like, oh, why didn't I just do it this way? I do end up using that coffee table still, but for right now, we're just putting that on a platform. And the layout of the living room is actually going to change as well because I really wanted to use the giant TV or projector, like movie projector, movie screen that came with the movie hangout pack. So that ends up fitting in this space, and this is a small apartment with a giant screen, but it only makes sense for a movie enthusiast. You're probably wanting to watch all sorts of things and having like original copies of all sorts of like Star Wars films. And so I wanted to make sure you had a big screen for that. And I don't think the quality on those is very good because you can kind of see the individual pixels, like the texture on it, but it's supposed to be like a fancy movie screen. So I wanted to use it in here. I feel like it gives off the right vibe. So hopefully you guys like that decision. There are some other big screen TVs you could use instead if you didn't like that. But in the kitchen here, I do have just a stovetop, and then we have the like toaster oven, and here I am starting to grab some movie posters. This is around when we're getting to the idea, oh, this is going to be a movie enthusiast. So I end up grabbing like this theater sign, and we're going to grab all sorts of clutter. Like we have the Wonder Woman outfit over here. We get some like swords and some movie posters and this little like crashed ship and all sorts of stuff. A lot of things from Get Famous that are set pieces. I think that those worked out really, really nicely. And some of the posters are just so pretty, and I feel like I don't often have a use for them. So it was exciting to get to use those. I'm trying to think what other packs other than Batuu and Get Famous were helpful here. I know there were other ones. I'll probably point them out as we get to it. But it was a really fun concept. I love things like this. And I'm like, oh, perfect use for that. Why didn't I ever think of that? So over here, at first, I'm going to have these posters, and there's going to be like a record player under it. But I end up keeping those posters there, but I end up moving the record player in the end because that's going to be where the TV goes. Because at first I was like, here's a little TV. And I'm like, this is a movie enthusiast. Why would they have a tiny flat screen? That's my favorite TV screen to use in spaces. Not because I think most people have tiny TVs. I feel like currently we're in a day and age of everyone having giant televisions. But I don't think they look nice in design. So when I'm making spaces in The Sims, I tend to opt for smaller TVs so that I think the space looks nicer. But here we are, cluttering up with some Star Wars stuff. We have a Baby Yoda. We have R2-D2 over on the fireplace. We've got a Porg. We've got like this random robot guy. We're also getting a wand from Realm of Magic. Somebody had suggested maybe that was some sort of wand from the Harry Potter series. We also have the Millennium Falcon on the table, a magic book, some candies, and oh yeah, I thought we were gonna have a desk over here at first. I keep moving everything around. I was like, record player, desk. I clutter it all up with all sorts of stuff. There's like a helmet from Star Wars, like some places to write down some notes, all kinds of fun things. I had so much fun with the clutter for this, like imagining what everything was from. Obviously, the Star Wars stuff is from Star Wars because we have a Star Wars pack in The Sims, which is still strange to me. But other things I was imagining what they could be from, and then I'm realizing, oh wait, this is not the kind of TV we need. We need the big TV in here. So let's rearrange everything and try and figure out how to do that. So I'm slowly moving all of the items from the desk over into this space, and then we move the record player up into the bedroom area. You can see like the little step up into that space, and then we're rearranging the way the couches go, which I wasn't sure what to do here because I really liked the diagonal way they were facing the fireplace. I thought that was really cute, but in the end, I did move them over here, and we end up having a chess table actually closer to the fireplace, which I thought worked out pretty nicely in the end. And moving those posters. There's also a globe bar in here, which is just an item that I think is really cool in general, and it just felt like it fit the style in here for some reason. I don't know how to explain why, but I thought it looks nice. And then I got that like car front bumper thing from Strangerville in the kitchen. We're putting the crashed ship over by the fireplace and continuing to clutter everything up. Oh, and the trash can that like you make money off of when you throw things out. It just seemed pretty futuristic and like something the Sim might have bought from a movie or something. And then just filling up with some more clutter, getting some umbrellas by the door, playing around with some more posters as well. Actually, when you first walk in, I'm trying to think what item I put here. Oh, I ended up putting like the owl statue that's from Cats and Dogs. I think you get it if you collect all of the feathers in the game. I've never actually gotten it through gameplay. I've only ever grabbed it out of debug. But somebody had suggested to put that by the front door, which we're going to be doing towards the end. I'm just thinking of it now because it could look like an owl from Harry Potter or any other series that has some kind of magical creature in it. So I thought that was a cool idea. So that ends up being over there a little bit later. Also getting a place to hang up coats and stuff by the front door. This is one of the modular shelving pieces. And then we also have, our fire alarm because you don't want all of your collectibles to burn. I think that's one of the scariest things. I also have so many collectibles in my living room, and I would be so sad if anything happened to them. So very important. Very, very important. I'm glad that we have firefighters now. We're just waiting on robbers. That would be nice. Anyway, we're in the bedroom space now. I went for a little bit of a simpler bed in here. We're using one from the Snowy Escape expansion pack because there's just so much color and pattern and collectibles going on in here. I just wanted a simple bed, and then we can decorate around that. So we have some movie posters over the bed. We have like a cool sword. We have a wild wallpaper, and then I have some like covered up costumes in the corner. I was thinking maybe those could be like cosplays. Maybe they are very into their movies and they dress up as the characters and go to various conventions. That's something I relate to greatly, so I really wanted to do that. And then there just ends up being a dresser and a TV in here as well because they're probably going to fall asleep watching stuff. I know I do. I don't even really watch a lot of the things. I just like the noise on. But BBC America is usually on when I'm falling asleep. So I fall asleep to like Star Trek. So anyway, adding some more collectibles in here. I really liked adding this BB-8. Although it's the wrong colors. But it's a BB unit, a blue one, as one of the end pieces for the books, like a bookend. I liked that. I covered up one of the plants to make it look like it was a BB unit. I quite enjoyed that. And then this is the bathroom. I actually am using this swatch of the curtain, the shub that came with Parenthood. That's like a musical bird. I don't think I've ever used this swatch before, but it seemed cool. And of course I had to use a movie mirror in here, like the star with all of the lights around it. It seemed appropriate for the concept of this build. But after we finished the bathroom, that's pretty much it. Also, I needed to have Bob pancakes in here. It was just very important. I don't know how to explain to you why, but it was. Anyway, now we're actually coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just rambled at you for quite a long time, but I hope you liked how the build came out. I had so much fun doing this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps me out. You can also subscribe if you have not already, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see y'all soon. Bye, everybody.